It's not a secret that Tesla is so successful thanks to its battery technology and excellent supply chain operations. It feels like Tesla and Elon Musk have anticipated and got prepared for the shortage of raw materials for their batteries. Recently, Elon Musk dropped a very bold statement on Twitter, and if you consider everything happening in today's economy, he is absolutely right. The tech billionaire claimed that lithium batteries are the new oil. He stated this in response to another Twitter post. If this year proves anything, it's that there can be no security without energy independence. Musk in turn agreed with it, saying, "Absolutely, and lithium batteries are the new oil." Wondering what Musk means by this? Stay tuned to learn how the production and sales of lithium batteries can measure up and possibly surpass those of crude oil. Increasing environmental consequences like global warming and climate change due to emissions from fossil fuel burning have led to the realization that the new and cleaner types of energy will be embraced to regulate or repair the harm that fossil fuels have created. Hydrocarbons from fossil fuels dominated the world's energy supply for the better part of a century until the advent of renewable energy. These fossil fuels have been used in cars, generators, and power plants for many years. Solar, tidal, wind, biodiesel, and electric automobiles are some of the greener kinds of energy that have been developed. All of these energy sources are regarded as renewable energy sources. The excellent power supply output and energy storage of lithium-powered batteries used in electric cars have demonstrated that they might replace fossil-powered vehicles. Lithium isn't only for electric cars anymore, it's now in cell phones, computers, and tablets. Lithium batteries have made it feasible to use a variety of gadgets throughout the day without recharging them until they run out of juice. It's expected that electric vehicles will be used as private and public transportation in the future. To meet these objectives, lithium demand and supply both will get extremely high. The lithium required to power a single Tesla Model S weighs around 140 pounds, 63.5 kgs, roughly the same as the lithium needed to make 10,000 smartphones. As demand for lithium for electric vehicle grows, producers are hesitant to increase production too quickly to avoid a repeat of what happened between 2015 and 2018, when producers tripled their production to meet the rising demand for lithium but produced an excess of metal that sent its price plummeting up to 80%. Lithium is primarily mined commercially from mineral ore deposits or subsurface brine sources. The present lithium supply is derived from a few big projects, one mining operation and two brine operations in China and Argentina. Lithium mining operations are rising worldwide, especially in nations with large lithium stocks and resources. It includes nations like the United States, Zimbabwe, and countries like Portugal and Spain. Demand for lithium is expected to rise as more people switch to electric cars, which will help reduce pollution and the effects of climate change. Several businesses have made tremendous progress in improving and perfecting the lithium-ion batteries used in various mobile devices by dramatically increasing their power capacity compared to their weights. In a filing on the Shenzhen Stock Exchange, the world's biggest manufacturer of battery-grade lithium, Ganfeng Lithium Company of China, made it public that they had inked a 3-year supply deal with Tesla for 2022. This arrangement was all a part of Tesla's effort to speed up the transition to electric vehicles by becoming more engaged in the supply chain for battery cells. Since its very inception, Tesla's not only worked with existing mining firms, but also signed contracts for off-take agreements with smaller companies, aiming to launch new mining operations and enhance the availability of essential materials for batteries. On the other hand, these contracts are more prone to change since the projects must be completed before they can be put into production. Lithium prices are on the rise, and this is putting pressure on the industry to lock in contracts. For manufacturers hoping to create significant numbers of electric cars, securing long-term contracts with major producers like Ganfeng is essential. The absence of a stable supply of lithium is the main difficulty facing North American manufacturers as they strive to fulfill the ever-increasing demand for electric vehicles. A worldwide scarcity of lithium is expected to cause significant supply issues for the automobile industry as it attempts to transform itself into a green sector, despite automakers searching the globe for new lithium suppliers. The automobile industry's supply chain faces complex metrics right now. It takes 1 ton of lithium ore mined to power 90 automobile batteries. Last year, more than 2.5 million EVs were sold throughout the world. EV production is expected to reach over 40 million units by 2030, with electric vehicles accounting for over 27% of all newly constructed passenger vehicles worldwide. We are now in the era of electric vehicles. The globe would need to generate 2,700 gigawatt-hours of lithium-ion batteries annually by 2030 to serve the electric vehicle market. Western countries are moving quickly to secure additional lithium supply as they phase out gasoline-powered automobiles. As such, lithium is needed to address the needs of this emerging market. Because these lithium resources are still in the early phases of development and have been tested for high grades of lithium concentrates, they have the potential to fulfill the future North American demand. Tesla is keen to participate and collaborate in this EV green movement. From 2024 onwards, Tesla will receive more than 100,000 metric tons of lithium spodumene concentrate per year from Australia's Liontown Resources. The lithium spodumene concentrate miner in Western Australia has said that Tesla would get an annual quantity of 150,000 tons for the next 4 years of the deal. Liontown shares had risen over 20%, marking the company's second large lithium contract in as many months. This is the second offtake arrangement for the Australian lithium producer this year, after it had signed a similar pact with LG in January of this year. This is a major step in achieving the goal of becoming a worldwide supplier of battery materials for the clean energy market. Early production is planned for 2024 at the $473 million Kathleen Valley mine. It is the second largest lithium mine in Western Australia, after the Mount Holland project or Wesfarmers and SQM. The good news for Musk is that approximately a third of the project's 511,000-ton annual lithium production capacity has been guaranteed to Tesla. Increasing market deficit fears were fueled by a record price for the commodity essential to producing the batteries that power electric vehicles. The downstream chemical industry, battery manufacturers, and EV businesses are scrambling to guarantee future lithium supplies, which is why most of the world's current lithium production is locked up in long-term contracts. Automobile manufacturers from Tesla to Volkswagen to Toyota have all said that they need an increased supply of battery materials to quicken the rollout of these on the road. So yes, Musk is absolutely correct. Batteries are the future. However, oil remains the new oil for now. Each day, the United States consumes around 20 million barrels of oil. According to the Energy Department, almost 2/3 of the oil goes into gas tanks. As a result of the conflict between Russia and Ukraine, fuel prices have risen sharply, which is out of the hands of ordinary Americans or American companies. Prices are hurting both consumers and companies. The US CPI increased 9.1% in June from the previous year. The cost of gasoline is a significant contributor to the total inflation. There has been a 63% increase in the last year. Electric cars are becoming more popular as a result of rising oil costs. A poll released by AAA shows that 25% of those shopping for a new automobile had their eyes on an electric vehicle. Consumers have cited rising gas costs as the primary factor in making the move. The issue of energy independence isn't totally solved by electric vehicles, as Musk points out. Lithium-ion battery problems are traded for oil problems. The lithium-ion battery independence equation includes domestic battery production to protect themselves against price shocks like the one faced by US drivers in 2022. Car companies, including Tesla, may want to invest further up the battery value chain, such as in solar panels. Lithium-ion battery metals are up approximately 45% year-to-date, which adds around $1,500 to the price of a typical electric vehicle. If Musk is correct about batteries, then the best way to get a competitive edge in EVs is to invest in all aspects of the battery value chain and increase battery capacity. The lack of lithium had been predicted to persist for at least another 3 years, but Rio Tinto's Jadar project in Serbia was recently cancelled, so the deficit will continue for many years. However, Tesla and Elon Musk are doing their best to stay 10 steps ahead of the competition by getting contracts with the top-level companies and even governments. Good job, Tesla! Thanks for watching and see you in the next videos.